and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Flora. I make videos here in the United Kingdom, and I make videos about my life in the UK, or just life in the UK from my perspective. So if you're seeing this face for the first time, you are welcome, guys. So now I know you clicked on this video because you're probably because of the title. I'm not even sure what the title is going to be, but in this video I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. First of all, hang on. All right, first of all, I'm going to be talking about my labor, like my contraction slash labor story slash my like postpartum, my delivery, being in the hospital. I don't want this video to be too long, but I really want to pass some vital information. Okay. Before I actually put to bed, if I give birth, before my baby came, before all of that, I was really searching on YouTube, like what does contraction feel like, what does labor pain feel like, how do you know if you're in labor. Like, I wasn't really getting substantial information, so I'm here to give you some how my own labor pain felt like, because I know it's different from some people. Some people say they feel the pain at their back, some people say their legs. I was induced, can I just say. So I can tell you that my pain came all at once. It came like this, it came on me like this. It wasn't the case of, okay, we're just gonna start from step 1, they'll go up to step 2. No, it went from 0 to 100 within a few seconds. Like, I was going crazy. So guys, so now I had got into 42 weeks. Okay, so my baby was due the 2nd week in December. I'm not going to be giving specific dates because it's not really relevant. That's the 40th week. Now as at that time my baby was not coming out, so I had a 41-week appointment with the midwife, and actually I had 39 weeks appointment with the midwife. I had 40th week, I have 41, and she was saying to me, oh, actually let me turn off the fireplace, it's getting quite warm in here. 2 seconds, guys. Now I'd got to my 39 weeks appointment. She was like, oh, do you want us to membrane sweep you to try and induce labor? I was like, no, I'm not in the mood for that. Then she sent me home, obviously checked the size of the baby and things, everything was fine. Then sent me home. Then I came for my 40th week appointment. Baby hadn't arrived. Do you want a membership? I was like, no, I'm good to go. 41-week appointment, and she's like, do you want a membership? By that time, every single angle in my life was already saying, Flora, just have the membership and let this baby just come out. You don't want to be induced. Induction is so painful, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna have it. Yeah. Then I decided to have it on that 41-week appointment. I decided to have it, and it was a different midwife, and I just said to her, can I just have it? And she's like, did they not offer it to you last time? I was like, they did, but I just decided to have it now. I don't know if she was a bit upset that I was asking for it, or I don't know, but the way that she did it was so painful. God, like, I was not after I had it done, that membrane sweep, I was not myself for the rest of the day. And I was like, I should have just followed my instincts. I shouldn't have had this done. Like, I feel like she swept my baby's position. That's how painful it was. Now that night I couldn't sleep, took paracetamol. I don't like tablets. I took paracetamol, still wasn't settling, and I was like, that's all I'm taking, I'm not taking anything else. And I slept. Anyways, let's fast forward. So on that day they booked my induction. My induction was booked the day before, but anyways, I got my induction booked, and my induction was booked 2 days before I'd actually turned 42 weeks pregnant. So I go into hospital, and they obviously introduced things to me. This is what we're going to be doing. I'm like, okay, fine, we're going to put a ProPest in, and that's going to help start contraction, and you start to dilate. I was like, oh, good. So when she put it in, I arrived hospital by 11 o'clock that morning, and she put it in. I was the only one. I was chilling. I was like, by this time tomorrow, by this time later today, I'm gonna have my baby. I was all like happy. I was even thinking about the fact that I'm gonna be in pain at some point during this whole process. And no, so this is where the contraction bit comes in. So she put the ProPest. Obviously they always ask for consent. Is it alright if I put it in now? I was in position. She put it in, and I started to feel a little bit of, you know, I was like, I can bear this. I was like, if this is, I can bear it. It was a bit painful, but I was like, I can bear it. You know, my husband came to visit me, saw him, went back upstairs. You know, I was even like looking at apps on my phone, and it was starting to get worse. You know, it went from like, it was starting to get worse. But I've got a really high pain threshold, and I was like, I'll be okay. Now, let me tell you what it felt like. It just felt like something was moving really fast in my tummy, and that thing was really heavy. Like, just think about like having a heavy sometimes that just moving so fast, and like literally like going like this in circles. Like, that's how I can explain it. That's how I was feeling at the time. And I had that purpose in for about, I want to say 10 hours. It was put in, I say, about 11 o'clock roughly. And then as at 7 p.m, she's like, okay, let me see how far you've dilated. And she had checked, and I was just, I mean, before I actually went to hospital, I was already before they put it in, I was 1 centimeter. By the time she was checking, I was only 2 centimeters. So I've been in pain all this while, and I've been like trying to be brave. I was like, in my head, as long as I'm in my head, I'm like, if I'm in pain, it means that I'm progressing. It means that, you know, the baby's coming closer. It means that I'm dilating. Yeah. And after a good 6, 7, 8, even 9 hours, I'd only gone 1 centimeter further. I was like, what the hell? And I was enduring this pain. And where I was, they can only give you paracetamol and codeine. So I bounced on the ball. I walked up, and she said, oh, walk up and down, it might help induce. I walked up and down, I bounced on the ball. It was starting to get a bit intense, and I was like, okay, can I have some more painkillers? So, okay, you can't have any more because we're just giving you painkillers. Okay, fine, that's understandable. You know, you can't have so much painkillers within a particular period of time. Then after that, I was like, okay, can we just take it out since I'm not really doing much? And then as soon as she took this thing out, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my, I went ballistic. The pain, oh, I now wish she put it in, because the pain that I was feeling when she put it in, it can never be compared to the pain I felt when she took it out. The contraction pain, it was not even, how people say, oh, your contraction pain is like period. When I have periods, my period pain is like I have something like worms like just swimming in my tummy. That's how I feel. That's how my menstrual pain feels like. But this particular pain was not that. This particular pain was almost like they just dropped, you know, a heavy stone, say like 1 million tons of gallons of I don't know, think about the strongest of platinum. Think about like the strongest metal ever, like on inside of me. That's how I felt like. And oh my god, and I had to carry it in my tummy it was so heavy. Like, my tummy was big anyways, but it just felt like it was so heavy, and it was exploding, expanding. This is me expressing how my contractions were like. It went from 0 to 1,000 real quick. It was this how I felt like. Just felt like someone just dropped a ton of heavy steel inside of me, say like, and it was expanding and expanding. I was like, no, I can't stand, I can't sit, I can't. Oh my god, it was horrible. And then on that ward that I was in, they can't give me any more than paracetamol and codeine. And I was like, she's like, okay, should I call the birth? I was like, yes. When I got to the birthing suite, I don't know what it's called, that's when they gave me the is it diamorphine? Yeah, I had morphine in it, and that cooled me down. And then obviously from there they gave me some more stuff and some more stuff. But that's exactly how I paid for that. Let's fast forward to after like I've had a baby and everything, because this part, constipation is another thing. I'm not even going to talk about I don't want to be too TMI, because this is not like a proper birth and delivery story, no. So I don't want it to be TMI. Now, pros and cons of being a patient in a hospital in the UK, in an NHS hospital, and I think if I'm in any hospital at all. One of the advantages, you know, I know it's kind of like, how can you have an advantage at being in a hospital? But I can tell you for a fact that it is an advantage, because I came back to this house by myself, nobody to like you know, help me do anything because just me, my husband and my baby. So we were locked down. Anyways, let's just get back on track to what I was trying to say. So it was luxury for me because now one of the advantages of being in a hospital is that they'll come, one of the hospital staff will come and be like, what would you like for breakfast? So obviously they'll bring that and you obviously select your menu. We've got roast chicken, we've got vegetable lasagna, we've got rice pudding for dessert. We've got, you know, you can pick what you want. You're not cooking, you get me? You're not cooking, you know, you just, I would like this, I like this, can I have a cup of tea, can I have a hot chocolate, can I have a coffee please, thank you. You know, you can make your orders. So that was good because, you know, you're just in bed and they always wanted to help, so they can help us say, would you like me to help feed your baby? If you can't help, if you're not able to, so do you want me to change his diapers for you? If you're too weak, you know, you could go have a shower, they'll give you towels, you go have a shower, you come back, they've already made your bed. You know, life was good, you know. I was just, you know, living my best life. You know, you go to, obviously they won't give you a clean, but the first time I actually had a shower after giving birth, someone had to make, because of how much painkillers I had, because of how much, I'll tell you now for free that I had a epidural, because it's not me that you are going to be using to do it. Who is going to take the award for the person that took the most pain in pregnancy? It's not me, because I will carry last. I can tell you for a fact that I took the epidural. I did. So the amount of painkillers that I had was a lot, that when I actually stood up to go have a shower, someone actually walked with me to the bathroom and she's like, do you want me to help you anything? They would actually want to even help you wash your hair, wash whatever you want them to, but they try and promote independence, but at the same time, if you can't do it, they help you. So because of how much sedative, is that what's called? Because of how much painkillers I had, they had to be sure that my legs were still working, because that epidural makes your legs numb, makes everything numb, you get me? So that to make sure that I could walk properly, so to the bathroom. So in that sense, you know, it's good, because I say it's good, but it's nice because, you know, someone can help you to the toilet, help you back. If you can't even use the toilet, you can get your commode by the bedside. It's not the nicest thing, but at least, you know, you don't have to walk down. If you have a stairs like me, I have a stairs in my house, you don't have to walk downstairs, upstairs to the bathroom, whatever. So you have your menu, you have someone come serve you, they take out the dishes once they served you and you finish eating, take it out. 4 times a day you're having somebody offering you a hot drink. You're just in bed and you're just ordering people, I want this, I want that, I want this, can I get this, can I get that? So it was nice, you get me? What else? What another advantage I'd say is there's always people to help. If there's anything that you're finding difficult, there's always people to ask, you know, is this normal? If the baby's acting like this, is this normal? Is it normal for me to still not be able to open my bowels at this time? Is it normal for, you know, you can ask questions. There are expertise there to help you. Now let's go to the disadvantage real quick. Now one disadvantage definitely is at night you don't sleep. How can you sleep? Sleep, what is sleep? Sleep is something that you see from afar. You can't sleep because if it's not your baby crying, it's another person's baby crying. And for me, I was in a room with other people, so they're keeping the single rooms for people that had COVID. So the private rooms for people that had COVID, and the single, and you know, you couldn't have that because you don't have COVID, you don't have any infection while you're in a single room. You know, they had to keep it for important people. So to say, so yeah, I couldn't sleep. The first night I was actually the only one in my bed space, so I was good. But I couldn't because I was just staring at the baby. I was like, oh my god, this is my baby. Like, it's kind of funny because I was just staring. I was like, this is my baby, this is my baby. And that's why I did sleep the first night. Second night, why didn't I sleep? I just couldn't sleep. I don't know, I just couldn't sleep. And then third night, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, however many nights I was there, I couldn't sleep because if my baby is not crying, it's someone else's baby that's crying. And another thing I was saying in the hospital that I quite did not like was the fact that every 4 hours they come and wake you up. Can I check your blood pressure? Can I check the baby's blood pressure? Can you feed the baby now? So they encourage you to have certain times when you feed the baby. So like every 2 to 3 hours. So it's time to feed the baby now. Do you mind feeding? And if you're breastfeeding, no one can breastfeed for you, so you have to breastfeed the baby yourself. So I'll say having to wake me up every 4 hours to like check my blood pressure and check my vital signs really was a bit like, oh. But obviously they have to have it done. Obviously you have to have it done because I mean, why are you in hospital? They can monitor you. Also, if it's not your baby that's crying, someone else's baby that's crying, they say your baby's sleeping, someone else's baby will cry and wake your baby up, then your baby starts to cry, and the person's baby that was crying stops crying, and then your baby is still crying, and then you have to sit to your own baby, and before your baby falls asleep, and then you fall asleep. That was just like, ugh. Another thing is, if you're not a fan of hospital food, if you don't like hospital food, to be honest, hospital food is not the best. If you don't like hospital food, you can't, and some of your family brings food for you, they wouldn't necessarily microwave it for you because they're not sure where the food is coming from, and they don't want to microwave it for you, and then God forbid something happens to you, they'll be like, oh, you know. So they don't microwave food in hospital. Anyways, the hospital that I was in, anyways, and most NHS hospitals, you know, if you bring food from home, they'll hardly microwave it for you. What else? So another disadvantage I'm going to say is because of COVID-19, I was only allowed one visitor, and every other day I had a COVID swab. Like, if you've had a COVID swab before, you know that it is the most irritable thing that can ever happen to you, especially if you have like a really sensitive nose. And even my husband coming to visit me had to have it as well. So you only allowed one visitor, and you get like designated time, so like 4 to 5 is when they can visit. And because of Christmas, I had my baby around Christmas time. Because of Christmas, you know, you know, you're allowed 2 hours, but like after that 2 hours, nobody else can come and visit you. It was really hard. But yeah. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section as well. And I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye.